Hi folks, this is just a brief update to my Adobe Spark tutorial because Adobe Spark is now called Adobe Creative Cloud Express. So instead of going to spark.adobe.com, which will also take you to this particular webpage, you'll want to go to express.adobe.com. You will sign in the same way that you usually do. If you have an account that's a Creative Cloud account, you will sign in the same way that you usually do. If you do not have one, you can sign in using any Gmail address and it will take you to this page. Now, for our purposes, for many of my classes, we are building web pages. So under Create a New Project, web page does not automatically pop up down here because, that'd be too easy. So you have to come over here to the big purple plus sign. Well, I guess the plus sign's not purple. And I guess it's kind of pink and purple. The circle around it, the plus sign itself is white. Yes, I'm babbling. Anyway, come over here to the giant plus sign and click on it. And one of the things you will notice down here is web page. So you will go to Create New on the left-hand side and click Web Page. And when you click Web Page, everything that was the way that it was pops up the same way. So I am going to attach this to that other tutorial so that you can see how all of that works without me babbling at you some more. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. Let's see if this actually worked. And this is what pops up. It's all templates. It makes things very simple. Add a title. So we will call this title. Add a subtitle. You know where we're going with this. Subtitle. Hey! All right, so it's like, okay, well, that's kind of boring. But if you see this down here, there's a little plus sign. You click on that, it says photo. Okay, so what you can do now is you can either upload something from your computer that relates to whatever your web page is going to be, or you can find free photos or Creative Cloud or any of these things over here. So let's find a free photo. Let's go with tree. If we're stuck inside on the computer, let's find some nature that we can put behind our, ooh, that one's pretty. So now I have a fabulous title page, okay? Complete with mountain and grass and everything. Doesn't that look nice? And now you'll see it says scroll to start telling your story, okay? And as you scroll down, you'll see another plus sign. And now it gives you options. You can insert photo, text, buttons, videos, grids, all kinds of things. So basically what you do is you start layering. And let's put some text here. Okay, so, and as you type that, you see you get another plus sign. You know what? I want this text to be a little bit bigger. So let's make it that size and let's put it in the middle. Okay, so you have all kinds of options. If you decide it's going to be a quote, depending on what your theme looks like, it will put it in different fonts for you. Speaking of themes, upper right-hand corner again, you can come here and change how this whole web page looks. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with this one. Let's see how that looks. Nah, I don't like that. Let's try that. That one's not bad. Let's see. Let's see what Wesley is. There we go. I kind of like that one. So we will go with that. Oops. I always do that. But you notice it's still there because it saves everything that you put in. So even if you accidentally scroll left or right on your Mac, everything is still there. So now that we've done that and I've put my text in, now I can say, let's put in a photo. And again, you can upload or find free photos. I'm going to find some more free photos of, let's go with flowers this time. Let's see what we've got for flowers. Oh, tulips. I love tulips. So we put tulips in here. Wow, that's a big picture. And so it gave you the option of inline, fill screen, window, full width, move, replace. So if I decide that this is too big and won't work, I can always replace it with something else. I can make it fill the screen that way, and I can put a caption over here. Aren't tulips great? And so you keep scrolling and you keep doing this, and you say, yes, tulips are awesome. And again, I can take this and I can make it so that it's in the center or anything else. And when you are ready, you can preview your creation. And you will see that down here it has all of the photo credits. So all of the free pictures that you use, those credits will be down here on the bottom. Oh, I still have branding turned on from a project I was working on a while ago. So yours won't have that, so don't worry about that. So if you like what you see here, then you will be ready to share it. If you don't like what you see here, you can always add some more stuff. Again, you can add more photos and text and everything else. I will show you what some of these other ones look like here in just a minute. When you are done, you click share and you publish and share link. And the story details, you title this, we'll call it Nature. The author is me because I'm the one who is signed in. If you want that to actually show up, you can turn that on. I don't care, so I don't. The photo credits down here are the ones for the stock pictures that I used. If I had taken some of the pictures that were in here, I could also add in my name and anybody else's name that's in here. Okay, then when you are done, if you want to pick a category, you can pick a category. You don't have to. You click Create Link. And again, it gives you some inspirational stuff to keep you amused while you are waiting for it to do its thing. Now you have this shareable link, which you can copy, or you can have it push immediately to Facebook, Twitter, Google Classroom if you have that, email, or if you are putting this inside of a another web page, you can ask for an embed code. So usually I have my students give me the shareable link so I can look at their stuff. But if it is something that is going up on another web page, I will snag the embed code as well. And here is an example of a video that you can create. They're just quick and simple. I wouldn't do anything complicated on it because it takes a while to render. You know, if you are doing a full-on video production, you will want to get yourself a subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud and use Premiere Pro. That's more what that is for. But this right here, you can do a fairly simple video show with a few clips. When you first log on to this page, it will even give you a minute-long tutorial on how to set everything up. It pretty much works the same way the web page does. You have different layouts that you can do. If you want to do split screen, it will put the California spring on one side, and it will put your picture on the other side. If you want it as full screen, it comes up like that. Title and text, it looks like this. You can do it as a caption, which is what I have here. You can see as I scroll through all of my various keyframes that I have that moved, the font is moved around on there. Just like on the web page, you can do this with different themes. Let's see, I have Sage picked right now. Wow, let's see what Flare does. That could be interesting. It makes everything pink, including that. Wow, that's fabulous. I like that. And then we can change it to white and blue. You know, some of them give a cast over your video, so it depends on what you're trying to do. I originally was working with Sage. I'm going to go back to that because I kind of like that. You can resize things. You know, whether you want it, if you're going to put it up on a social media platform that does squares, you can put it as a square, or you can do it as your 16:9 widescreen. You can also add music. You can add your own music, or they have a bunch of different music clips in here already. And the one that I have is called Stroll in Central Park. So after you are done playing with, you know, the order of your video, if I wanted to put the yellow flower after the pink flower, I just drag and drop like that. If I wanted the white flower first, I go that way. Okay. And then I can preview it. And my computer's running a little slow, so this might be a little choppy, but it will give you an idea. You can hear that music. You can probably also hear the fan running on my computer because it's running hot right now for whatever reason. And I have my branding on there again. So if you like the way that is, You can go ahead and either share it, which if you publish it, will give you a link just like the web page, or you can download it. And when you prepare for it to download, it takes it a little while, but you can download this in a variety of formats, including MP4. And then you can share this wherever it is that you want it to be shared. And finally, what the heck is a glide show? So I actually made one of those for a presentation that I had to give about one of my classes. And I went, gee, I wonder what a glide show is. So I made one. And this is what a glide show is. It's kind of nifty if you're working with a lot of pictures, a lot of visuals, and just a little bit of text. So it starts with the same title page as everything else. But as you play it, you can see it scrolls in or it zooms in your picture. And then whatever your text is comes flying up on the screen. And it basically just continues that way. Picture after picture, text after text. You can move that text from left to right, or I think you can have it in the middle as well. So it's a bunch of pictures for how we put our newscast on. I had to talk about discovery and how I'm going to work that into this. So basically, this was a presentation that I gave using all of the visual stuff that I have available to me. So there's your little tutorial on adobespark.com. I hope this was helpful to you. Hopefully this will be a tool that you can find useful for either you or your students. I know my students enjoy handing in a little more visually interesting projects than just a text-based document. And this is an easy, templated way of doing that.